What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been way too long, but I've not been to many Boro games. I think the last one I went to was Cardiff, and that was a disappointment, but it's a new year, and based on recent games, we are doing absolutely fantastic. I've not been the biggest fan of Woodgate, and I'll hold my hands up and I'll say well done to the guy, because he's tactically been brilliant in these last 4 games. He's got what we want out of the team. He's got us scoring goals, he's got us playing really good attacking football, and you know, we're seeing a lot of the youngsters turning up, and that's what we want. You know, likes of Jed Spence, Hayden Coulson, Tav, Wing, all big names that are going to be even bigger in the future, but at the moment they're just making a name for themselves and playing some fantastic football. But yeah, guys, it's good to be back doing a preview, especially tomorrow's game. I'm back at the Riverside for the first time this season, which I know is bad, but with money and everything, it's hard to get up to the games now. But I'm there tomorrow to support the boys in our big FA Cup third round game against Tottenham Hotspur, and yeah, it's going to be one of them. You know, when we first drew against Spurs in the cup, it was like, oh shit, here we go again. Probably going to get a rollicking off them. But looking on the games, the way we've played recently to what Spurs have been doing, we look like the better team, which is fantastic to go into a game like this and be betted on as the team that's going to actually cause a big cup shot, which is we all want. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, it's going to be a very tough game tomorrow. You know, they have quality players in the side, even if they do have big names out. But yeah, we'll have a look at the managers first. So, as we all know, Big Jonathan Woodgate is the Boro manager. You know, he's had his ups and downs this season. He has been told to get out by a few fans, including myself, but I'll hold my hands up to that point and say, you know, I was wrong. But yeah, he's done well. He's a Boro lad, and you know, he's still powering through it. He doesn't let the hatred get to him, and you know, it's shown in the last 4 games. He's proven it, and he's quietened us down a bit. You know, all the haters have been a bit quiet and gone back into their caves, as we all say. Now we look at Spurs. Mourinho, Jose, he's the special one, as they call him. He is at the Riverside. You know, he's had his ups and downs. He's not really done brilliantly for Spurs at the moment, especially with the players he's got under his belt. He's struggled in a few games. I mean, just looking at the record, they've gone on the last 4 games. It's loss, draw, win, loss. And with us, it's win, 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 which is absolutely fantastic to look at. But Mourinho is a very good tactical manager. He knows what he's doing. He can get it out of his players. You know, just look at his stats on what he's won in his managerial career. You know, you can't undermine the man. He is brilliant at what he does, and he is the special one. But it's going to be a very, very good game tomorrow. We've also brought in 2 new signings as well, in the space of a day of each other, which is absolutely fantastic. It looks like we're taking a lot of signings from Man City, and I've heard there might be one more as a defender, Lebu, I think he's called. Might be wrong on that name, but I know his second name begins with an L. But no, we've brought in Nemecha and Roberts. Just looking at, you know, when the Boro put out on Twitter the YouTube video of what we're expecting off these lads, you know, it's good with what we're seeing. You know, that Roberts looks like a very fast individual player, likes to cut in a lot and just have a shot from anywhere. So he's like a Lewis Wing, really. Just shoots from anywhere and the ball ends up in the back of the net. He looks very skilled as well. Nemecha looks like a very strong man as well, a very strong player. Looks like he likes to get involved in the game, get stuck into tackles, and you know, we need that a bit. We need to have someone who gives that oomph, you know, back in the day when we had the likes of George Boateng, Manuel Pogatetz, players that wanted to get involved, you know. They weren't caring if they got a yellow here and there or a red, as long as they were kicking the crap out of other players. And yeah, we do have that in Clates. It's kind of gone down a bit. He's not really as dirty as he used to be. And then we had Ledbetter as well in that situation where he used to get into some good tackles. We've had Johnson and Brown, and you know how that's worked. They've both got sent off for stupid tackles which should have never happened. Paddy McNair likes a good tackle as well, but that's got him in a crap situation sometimes. So, you know, those players can still do those tackles, but making sure that they're legal tackles and not to the point where they're getting sent off. But yeah, hopefully we get to see these two new lads tomorrow. Whether they'll start straight away, don't know. I think Woodgate will probably bring him on in the second half just to give him 45 minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes at least, just to get him working with the team for a bit. I know they've been training since they've signed, which is great, but it probably would be nice to see him get some game time, you know, show us fans what they're all about, and maybe get a goal or two. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Big name out for Spurs tomorrow is Harry Kane. He pulled his hamstring at the weekend after having a goal ruled offside, which is fantastic news, but also a shame because I was hoping I could get a chance to meet Harry Kane. But other than that, it's good to have him not there because he's a threat down for us. We're going to be missing Ayala due to injury, which is a shame because he's been a rock in our defence this season. He's been absolutely brilliant. So he's going to be a very, very big miss. Spurs have two doubts on players, Eric Dyer and Ndombele. Dyer's through illness and Ndombele is injured at the moment. So whether those two are named in the team, I don't know. But at the moment they are big doubts. They still have the danger men in the likes of Dele Alli, Ericsson, Son and Mora. You know, they've still got other big players, you know, Winks. Rose isn't there anymore, which is great because he'll probably be diving all over the place. But no, just looking at those four names there, Dangerman, you know, we're going to have to be on our toes tomorrow. We're going to have to make sure that these guys are not getting a good amount of time on the ball. We want to be pressurising them. As soon as that ball hits their feet, get into them. Don't let them breathe. And I'm sure that's what Woodgate will want to be saying to his players. And we've been seeing it, you know, in the games of West Brom. You know, they didn't get a sniff. We looked like we were the better team from out. You know, it was brilliant to watch. I only caught it online, so the people that were there, you know, you got to witness one of the best goals I've seen this season by Ashley Fletcher. Absolutely phenomenal. Couldn't believe it. Still can't believe it now that he went in. It was absolutely brilliant. But no, we've, you know, looking at our players, Wing, Fletch, Tav, Johnson, Rudy Gestead, Spence, Coulson, they're just some of the names that have, you know, popped up in the past couple of games and shown us how good they are, especially Spence and Coulson. I mean, Jed Spence is absolutely phenomenal. What a player he is. He's very fast, skillful, and he likes to get into a tackle. Coulson is the same, always likes to run up top, whipping balls in, fantastic crosser of the ball. Yes, does some silly tackles sometimes, but he really is loving it at Boro. He's fantastic in the position he's filling in for George Friend at left back. And then you've got Wing. You know, Wing has had one of those seasons, you know, he's come into the team when he was at Luton and he scored that absolutely wonder goal. And then he kind of died down a bit, and now he's come back up into it. And, you know, we're seeing some fantastic football from him, especially him and Tav. Him and Tav together work brilliantly, and it's so good to see two young lads working well like that. Fletch, you know, he's coming back into the team properly now. You know, I think since Britt's gone out injured, which is a shame because Britt would be good to see starting tomorrow. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I felt if he was in the squad, you know, we got a bit of strength up front then. And yeah, he's not always great one-on-ones, etc., but he's able to hold the ball up, and if he was to see Fletch out in the open, pass that ball to Fletch, and Fletch will put it in the back of the net. Johnson, another player, ups and downs, likes to go in for a tackle. Whether they are the right decisions, we shall say no, because that one against Swansea, I think it was. Oh no, Hull. Brown was Swansea. The one against Hull was stupid, red card. I can't believe he did that. And then another man who has been booed and wanted out by the club for a while now is Rudy Gestede. He's not my favourite. I must admit, I think he's had too many injuries. He's just not the player that we all expected when we got him from Villa. But he is a goal scorer, and he's proven that. He proved it against Preston with the bicycle kick. Very good goal. And he's very strong in the air, and he's very strong on the ball. So if we're getting crosses in, yes, Spurs do have a few good tall players, but Rudy is a very big powerhouse in the air, and that's what we want to see. He likes to climb all over people, and he likes to get his head on the ball and put it in the back of the net. So as I've said, Boro do have a massive amount of momentum going into this game, based on our 4 wins. Spurs' form isn't fantastic, but that doesn't mean anything, because it's the FA Cup. It's a completely different competition to the league. But, for Boro fans, we're all going to be really, really happy going into this game because of the way we've been playing. And I'm confident more than I have been this season to feel that we're going to actually nick this and cause a big cup shock in the 3rd round. And whether that will be a 1-0 win or we'll nick it 2-1, I don't know. I couldn't really give a score prediction, but I just feel that we are going to nick it. And, that's a great feeling to have, especially as a Boro fan lately. We've been sat at the bottom of the table most of the season, and now we're creeping up quite fast. And, 6 points or 8 points off playoffs, You wouldn't have thought that of the way we've been playing before those 4 games popped up. But now it's, you can see the light. You can see those teams that were flying before, and now they're just falling apart. And Boro just catching them up and taking them over. The team for tomorrow, I think he should stick with the same team he had at Preston and West Brom. I know he did pull some changes after the West Brom game and into the Preston game, but if he can just mould the two together, I think we're going to have a very strong starting 11. I would like to see Nemecha and Roberts get some game time, just so we can see what they're all about, and let them get a sniff of the ball and let them run around in the Boro kit and get a nice good feel of the team and how we play, really. But yeah, guys, if you are going tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic day. I can't wait to go and watch the Boro and be back at the Riverside, and probably lose my voice 5 minutes in, which I usually do. Hopefully there's no trouble between any of the fans, because it would just ruin the game. And no racism either, because we know what Spurs fans are like at the moment. They like to cause a bit of controversy in the racial gatherings, because it seems to be a thing that people do nowadays at football club. I don't know why racism is there, but that's another story to go on to. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments of what you're predicting tomorrow, whether you're predicting a Boro win, a rematch at the Spurs ground, which would be, a fantastic stadium to go to, but probably a bit too much pressure on our players because we want to focus on the league as well, even though a nice cup run would be fantastic. Or are you predicting a Spurs win? So yeah, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be doing a match day vlog tomorrow, so you'll see me probably around the stadium vlogging everything as much as I can, really. And then we will have the review out on the Sunday. Depends how drunk I am, because I will be having a few beers at the Riverside, so I'll try and get out tomorrow or Monday at the latest. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been a long time, and yeah, Happy New Year, by the way. Hope you've all have a fantastic start to the new year and a fantastic 2020, and I'll catch you all on the next video. very soon. Up the Boro.